All right, squad, so I'm here with Miss Christina Ingdo. You are the VP of Communications here at Charles Schwab.
Correct, yes I am.
What does that title entail?
So that means that I have the pleasure of, facilitating media on behalf of the building, certainly when there's things going on with the College World Series, but also when we have our home team here with Creighton Men's Baseball, that we always have some sort of media presence here that wants to cover what we have going on.
We're in, for me, so far, the best view of the stadium, right?
It's kind of an unbeatable view. Yeah, we're standing in the suite level of Charles Schwab Field, which is always very popular during game days because, as you might have noticed, it's air conditioned, which is a rare treat at a baseball stadium because, as we were talking about earlier, we have some 100-degree-plus days that really are the hardy baseball fans down in the concourse level or sitting in the sun, staying outside to enjoy those games. But for folks who need something like an air-conditioned type option, certainly the premium seating level is a really good option for that.
Are there also suites on this level as well?
Yeah, so we have 30 suites that kind of run along the side of the baseball stadium, along with this kind of gathering and common areas that are for our club seat holders, about 2,500 of those.
Can you open the glass behind the bar?
You sure can. And so this door over here opens up to give you a nice sweeping view of the stadium. Also, each of the 30 suites have similar doors that open all the way up. So it becomes kind of an indoor-outdoor situation where towards the back you have things like your catering that's air conditioned, but then you can step out and enjoy actually being outside during the baseball game by just sliding back that door and locking that door.
Now, on my flight up here, I was sitting next to a gentleman and he mentioned that the thing that he loves about the stadium the most is the view of the cityscape. Just tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the most special things about, certainly this field in its entirety has a place in the hearts of student athletes that use Road to Omaha as their battle cry all year long. But for the visitor aspect or the fan aspect, the open air concourse is something that lets you move around the stadium with ease, but also gives you really great views of our city skyline. And when I think about kind of iconic ballparks, I think it's the ones that not only have great amenities for fans to be able to enjoy, but also those views that really kind of attach you to the city and the place that you're in.
All right, squad, so I'm here with Amy Hardoctor, the Executive Director of College World Series, Inc.
Correct. Yep.
First try.
Good job.
What does that title entail?
So we are the local organizing committee for the NCAA Men's College World Series. So we are on the ground. We have 5 staff on the ground year round. That kind of is an extension of the NCAA team in Indianapolis.
Obviously, it's here in Omaha. You guys love it here, and I'm pretty sure the community loves it here.
This event's been here since 1950. It spent the first 3 years of its life. First it was in Kalamazoo, Michigan, then it was in Wichita. We had some business members that had the foresight to see what this event could be. We also had a brand new stadium, formerly Rosenblatt. What Omaha does great is it supports amateur sports. So we don't have professional teams here. So it really just became the favorite pastime, the kickoff to summer for this city.
All right, so Christina, we are in the clubhouse.
That's right. We're in the first base side clubhouse of Charles Schwab Field, which of course is where a lot of our teams come in, where they land immediately when they're coming in for game days. We get a lot of feedback about our clubhouses, that teams seem to enjoy them, that they're comfortable here, and we do our best to make sure that's possible.
So what's some of the best feedback you've received in regards to the clubhouses?
Just that our clubhouses are kind of a home away from home. We have a lot of teams that come to Omaha, having had this facility, have this location, been their goal for the entirety of their season. So when they arrive here, we want to make sure that, they're as comfortable as possible, that they have everything they need, and that they have enough space to be able to spread out and to help them get into the right mindset as they head into, a day full of games.
What goes into, I guess, the behind the scenes leading up to CWS? Is it an all year thing? Is it you guys start working a couple months out? When do you start prepping for?
Certainly maintaining this huge facility is a year-round job. We do that with, top of the line grounds crew that's out there when it's snowing, when it's raining, when it's sunny out, trying to make sure that the grass stays green and ready to go. But also we have a stadium management staff that is making sure that all the operations within are running smoothly. that when we have teams come on site that we're, again, ready to receive them, but also all the nuances that come with being an outdoor facility as well, which includes just keeping up with cleaning, making sure that if there's weather that comes through that we're prepared for it, and everything in between.
All right, so Amy, we're in the batting cages. It's a little warmer in here than the other rooms. Why is that?
Yeah, so what I learned when I first started on a board here was they keep this pretty much the same temperature as outside. So they can acclimate, warm up in here, and then when they go outside, it pretty much mirrors the temperature outside.
What does the access look like on a game day? How much time do they have?
They're mirrored on the first and third base side, so basically the teams that are playing have access to this cage. It's used every game day. It's busy, people are in and out of here all the time. So they can hit live pitches, they can use the machine. So get a lot of good feedback on the space.
So now we're up on the 4th level of the ballpark, and this is the in-venue production room, where basically everything that you see happening on the scoreboard from the fan or customer level is taking place behind the scenes in here. So we have people punching graphics, running video, we have our PA announcer, and of course where we're sitting now is where our organist also makes sure that everybody's having a nice time by providing live music for everybody inside the stadium. Yeah.
So what's the history on this organ? Because it looks a little older for the venue.
Yeah, so certainly it's a little bit out of place in like this very modern production room, right? That's because it's 40 years old. And this organ is from Rosenblatt Stadium, which of course is where the previous location was for the College World Series in Omaha. So it's a little piece of history that came over here and of course has a special sound and is very much appreciated by the organ players that come through and help facilitate our in-venue entertainment.
Do you have a particular favorite fan story?
You know, I think what strikes me every year is the great lengths that people go to come and enjoy the Men's College World Series. So for example, a man documented the entire road trip from somewhere of the southern states with his aging father online, on social media for everybody to see, kind of the stops that they took along the way, the thoughtfulness that he took into procuring the road trip to make sure that his father got from their home to Omaha to be able to see their team and enjoy the College World Series, and all the care that went into that too. So now we're standing in the media workroom. Over to our side here, we have a great view of the field, which is really handy for traveling reporters to be able to come and cover whatever game that they're here for. Multiple rows of workspace here, 3 total rows, and then behind us is where we have media catering. So there's like a buffet line that runs along the back side of the workspace here.
This would probably be my favorite spot.
I mean, if there's food and there's a nice air-conditioned view, it's hard to be mad about that.
All right, so Amy, I thought I've seen the best view, and then I go to another spot and it's another good view, and then we're here on the concourse level, and I like this view too. So what is your favorite? Let's start there.
I like this side, it shows our city, but really this ballpark was kind of put in this place to show the different views of Omaha.
Tell me a little bit about the season ticketing options.
Yeah, so what makes us a little bit unique is we do have what we call a season ticket base. So we have about 3,000 accounts, which make up for almost 12,000 tickets that belong to our season ticket holders. Some of those season ticket holders have had these tickets the entirety of the time this has been in Omaha.
What would be the most bang for your buck seat?
I think if you don't mind being in the sunshine, you can still get an outfield seat for $15 during the week. Those are a really affordable option. Obviously, there's a huge demand for the shade. But yeah, I think if you are just looking to catch the event and maybe your team gets in here and you just want to get inside, an outfield seat is a really good opportunity for you.